All right, we kick it when we roll back. Talk soccer with one of the best goalies in the world. Tim Howard joins us, the U.S. goalie, talking about the MLS, the Premier League, and other things. Next on the Hot List. We are now joined by the goalie of the U.S. soccer team, Tim Howard. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Hot List today, Timmy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, you guys in Gold Cup play right now, 4-0 so far in this play, winning by a combined of 9-1 score. Why does this team look so impressive, or have they looked impressive in your mind?
Yeah, we've been playing good. Offensively, as you said, we've been scoring some goals and creating a lot of chances. Defensively, it's been really solid, front to back. So, I think that the morale of the team's been good, and we're just looking forward to getting the semifinal under our belt.
Yeah, you got Canada and Chicago tomorrow. What's going to be the key against them?
Well, we're just trying to, impose our dominance. There's one thing we always try and do. We're a skillful team. We're strong. We're physically capable of dominating teams. So, we're going to just try and go out there and do our best.
All right, let's keep it real now, Timmy. Here now, you're the starting goalie. I like to keep it real, but Coach Bob Bradley has let it be known that Kasey Keller could take over any time. What's that reality do for you? How does that make your competitive juices flow?
Yeah, it's good. I enjoy that aspect of it. Kasey and I have a good relationship. He obviously has so much experience, and he's really good for this team. And I'm just trying to play my part and work hard, and we push each other, every day. And it's been a good environment to work in. So again, it's just about this team, and we're trying to lift a cup in 2 or 3 days. So that's the main focus at this point.
What differences have you noticed so far in U.S. soccer under Bradley?
A lot of changes. He makes no secret about the fact that he wants everyone to take responsibility in the team, and everyone has to kind of have a little bit of ownership and play their part. So it's no surprise that we've had success, and everyone works hard and plays with pride for the shirt, and it's been good with him as a coach. Everyone seems to have bought into the system.
Now, when you're not wearing the red, white, and blue, you're overseas playing with Everton now, but you were the first American to play for Man U's first team. Now, you had some ups and downs with that club. What kind of effect has those changes had on you?
It's been good. I think like anything in life, you take the good with the bad, and you learn from them, you become a better person, a better player, and I think that's what's happened in my case.
What's different about playing for Everton?
I don't know, not a whole lot. Again, there's still so much pressure to perform every weekend, and we finished 6th this year, so we weren't far off the pace. And I don't know, I've just enjoyed my time there. There's obviously little differences, but I've really enjoyed it.
You had to make some adjustments to rivals. I understand you can't wear red and white now. You used to wear red and white. You can't use it anymore because that's like your biggest arch enemies, your biggest competitors' colors.
Yeah, it's taboo. Liverpool is red and white, and God forbid you wear anything red around the city, around a training ground, or anything else. So everything now in my wardrobe is pretty much blue, and red has been completely ousted.
So that's like David Ortiz wearing a Yankees hat or something like that?
More or less, yeah.
Is that how serious they take it over there? How passionate are they about their soccer over there?
Very passionate. They work all week long just so they can make sure they have that ticket in hand on Saturday and come and support their teams, and it's fanatical, man. It's awesome.
How would you rival soccer over there to the NFL over here?
Yeah, it's about that. I think, we talk about the NFL more or less being the biggest sport in America, and that's what soccer is like in England. Unfortunately, in America at this point, it's probably the 4th or 5th biggest sport, and in England, it's far and away the #1 sport. So the whole country, adores the game.
We'll talk about U.S. soccer in just a second and the impact that it's having over here in the MLS in just a second. But before I do that, Phil Neville, your teammate, has said you can be as good as Everton legend goalie Neville Southall. What's that mean to you?
It's just nice to know that Phil has that confidence in me. We played together at Manchester United, so we go back a little ways, and we have a great relationship. But earlier this year, he called me ugly in a newspaper too. So I don't know I don't know what all that means. But no, it's nice when someone you have a lot of respect for says those type of things about you. And to be quite honest, Neville Southall is the biggest legend at Everton. So if I can even be half the goalkeeper he was, I'll be happy.
But he probably called you ugly with love, just love in his heart. You ugly. You're so good. You so ugly. Yeah, something like that.
I know.
All right. Meanwhile, LA Galaxy president Lexi Lalas, a legend in U.S. soccer, said the MLS could compete with the Premier League. Now, you play for both. How true is that statement, Tim?
I think it was a blanket statement, and I'm not exactly sure how true it is. But within that whole story. He had some really good ideas and pretty factual comments. You know, I think one of the things he was saying was that you could take quite a few American players and uproot them and plant them in the Premier League or some of the best leagues in the world, and they wouldn't miss a beat. And I think that's true. I think we definitely have that. But you know, at the same time, I think England Premier League is the biggest league in the world, so it's difficult to compete on that level.
So what's it going to take for the MLS to rise to that level of competition to get that kind of credibility?
I think, you know, it's a young league. It's only between 10 and 15 years old, and leagues in Europe are, you know, over 100 years old. So, you know, it's really difficult. I think we're on the right path. You know, we're producing good players. People like David Beckham are coming over to the States to play. So that's really good for the league.
Did you mention Bex? David Beckham and Posh and Scary Spice, or whoever his wife is, I don't know. One of the spices, cinnamon, pepper spice, I don't know. He is coming over to the MLS. What kind of impact do you think he'll have?
I think it'll be great. I think it'll probably rival, you know, when Pele came to the Cosmos. You know, you're talking about a world icon who transcends football or soccer and, you know, transcends all the on-the-field stuff as well. I mean, he's a truly great player. And I use the word great because I think he is, but at the same time, he's so much more than that, and I think it's really going to bring a lot of popularity to the league.
And he's ugly, too. He's not a good-looking man. All right. Meanwhile, many already know your story dealing with Tourette Syndrome. How has your success raised the awareness of the disorder?
Well, I just think it goes hand in hand. I think the more exposure that I have as a person and as a player, I think people are going to recognize the fact that I have Tourette syndrome, and I certainly haven't been, you know, kept it a secret. So I think it's just through that alone, I hope that inspires kids who are young and who deal with having Tourette syndrome, and I think maybe they can take a little piece of my story and believe in themselves enough to try and fulfill their dreams and become a success.
Now, I know you're overseas, you're making all that money, you're a big-time star overseas in the Premier League, man, but how much do you miss being back home in the States? I know you're a Jersey boy, man. You miss that piece. You miss some soul food. You miss some chicken wings. You miss something about the United States. What do you miss the most about the U.S., not playing in the U.S.?
All that kind of stuff, man. I miss my family and some of my friends, but, just getting home and putting my feet up by the pool and just relaxing, and enjoying the quiet, peace and quiet. That's really what I miss the most.
All right, man, I'm going to send you a box of neck bones over there for you. So have a good time. Some soul food, some collard greens or something like that, man. All right?
No doubt.
All right, Tim, thanks so much for your time, man, and good luck with the U.S. team this week.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.